Cool.
Alright, part 3 actually hit the start record button on time this time. Suck at part 2.
Part 2 is a mess.
Part 2 is the hottest of mess. So we have our CastPod ranks of My Hero Academia, Class 1A, pretty much all the people you see in every episode.
Yes.
All their quirks is about 3/4 of it. Their personality is the rest.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the trash tier. Little to no personality. Why are you even here? The recyclables, where you have potential, but you're still pretty trash.
Mm-hmm.
The average Joe tier. That's it. There's nothing special about you.
That's all you get, yeah.
The slightly above average, the alright tier. You might need more screen time or time to develop what you are. The good tier, where they can be considered good. It's definitely questioned a little bit. And then the just like tier, where we say just like and just
We say
so
like
many
a lot
times.
because we like them, basically. I think it's late. I just kind of glanced at this tier again, and I'm like, wow. Anybody who likes the show, we're probably going to get some hate.
We're going to get some hate.
We've got Midoriya mid-tier, Bakugo below the top tier,
Yeah.
and then we have Kirishima and Tokoyami at the top. Okay.
Well, that's because
whatever.
it's CastPod. We do
That's
things
right.
our own.
We're unique. We're different.
Okay?
We're
Not like the other girls.
We're not like the other podcasts. Okay.
And then we have the CastPod official #1, who is basically our version, this series or whatever the theme is version of the gobbledygooker, where we wanted to represent us.
The best of the best, the favorite of us. But yeah, so if you've watched the first 2 episodes, you know how it goes. We're going to get right into this.
Yeah.
We've got our next character. I made this joke last time, but joke part 2. Rule 34, Mina Ashido. What do you think?
Smash?
That's me. So she's like a slug person, is her character design.
Yeah.
It kind of has to do with her power, but like not super.
She shoots acid.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome.
It's a cool power. And she's a cool character. She doesn't get to do much, but when she does, it's like, oh, okay, she's a likable character.
She's someone that she doesn't exactly get seen too much, but also when she is, you have no issues. Like, you have no trouble believing that she deserves to be in.
Yeah, when she's on screen, it's like, oh, okay. She's in this group in the show that's like the comedic background characters.
Yeah.
Where like if they need like some kind of funny moment when they're all together, she's in there.
She's like funny girl #1.
And then like Kaminari is like her like male duo in that. Like anytime something silly's going on, they're involved. In there, which is why I kind of like them. So her power's cool. She shoots acid. She can use that to like melt stuff. She can use it on the ground to slide around on it, like ice skating. And she's also
underrated, I feel like that.
Yeah, and she's a pretty good fighter in general. She has shown that she's surprisingly good at like fighting in general and using her powers.
Now, I'm going to bring this up in the next part too.
Sure.
But so quirks develop at age like 5-ish, give or take. So she looked like normal for the first 4 years of her life.
Yes, and then she turned into a slug person.
And then she turned into a pink slug monster with horns.
Yes. So, but you know what? She works it.
So I just like to keep that in mind.
Yes. That is something to remember. I mean, imagine Hagakure.
Yeah.
Turned completely invisible.
Yeah, she's gonna be. That's good. What I'm gonna bring up in the next part when we get to her.
But yeah. So Ashido, I'm thinking all right.
Yeah, I would agree with all right.
I think
her
character really
above
helps
average. Yeah, That's
I
what
think it's
puts
her
her over.
character that really sets her apart. I would put her in Joe, but she's a very likable character, so I put her
Mm-hmm.
up there. So
Yep.
now we have
I mean, honestly, though, I feel like he belongs there.
yeah, so Minoru Mineta, already in trash, but we're gonna explain it anyways. His power is
The balls
balls.
on the top
I
of his
don't remember,
head, he can rip them off and throw them,
and they're
and they
sticky
stick to everything but him.
except for himself. Yeah,
It
so he can like
bounces off
bounce
him,
on them.
and
But if he pulls too many off,
his
his
head
head
starts to
starts to
bleed.
bleed,
Yeah,
which is basically if you pulled out your
every
own
one
hair,
hair.
it's
Are
the
they
same
just
thing.
giant balls of hair?
I kind of feel like it, just
What?
sticky.
You roomed with Tom too, so you know that you'll just find he sheds like a dog. I've said this to his face, and I will say it again. Um,
True. It's very true.
but you'll find a hair, and it'll just stick to you. But his hair never seems to stick to him because you
I
find
think
it everywhere, like on you.
is
Is this
Tom the tall Mineta?
is Tom a tall Mineta, and is his balls just hair?
I probably, but
Although
like
when we get
slightly,
Tom on
I would say
CastPod, we
stickier.
gotta bring it up. We gotta bring this
Oh,
up to him.
definitely, definitely.
He watches the show too, right?
Yeah. So his power's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
He's used it before, and it's like kind of helped,
Yeah.
but it's not. I mean,
There's one time in the invasion arc with
mhm.
Agent 13 where they make a whirlpool and he throws all of his head balls into it and all the
And then all the
villains
people
stick
stick together.
together. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
There's a sports festival where he did the same thing. He threw him on the ground. People got stuck to him,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it. But like, I
But
think like
he.
they lose their stickiness after a while. So then
Mm-hmm.
you can just kind of like wait and then go. So
And also, there's the fact that he just goes like he gets scared a lot too.
he does. He's a very wimpy character. He doesn't really
He
have many
doesn't
moments where he's like.
actually heroic.
I don't think he has any, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Also, huge pervert.
Yeah, he's the classic perv character,
Mm-hmm.
and like I guess it can be entertaining from time to time, but sometimes it's just like, ew, ew, why are you
Yeah.
doing that?
Mm-hmm.
But why?
It's
Why would you
gross.
do that? Like it's. I think one of the funniest moments was when they were going through everybody's dorm, and they did like the
And he
dorm
peeks out
contest.
of his room.
And
He's
he
just
out of the door and
like, he's like, "Hey, you want to come see what's in my room?"
the
And they
chickens,
all were just like, "No."
and they were already walking away. So that was funny. But yeah, no, he's bad. He's not
He's
good.
he doesn't belong in class 1A.
No, not at all. Not at all. But he's, bottom of the list.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Moving on. Rule 34, part 2. Momo Yaoyorozu.
Yaoyorozu.
She has probably one of the most OP abilities
Mm-hmm.
ever, but it's not used.
To its full abilities.
Yeah,
So she needs to know, like, she can make anything out of the lipids in her body. And in order for her to make anything, she needs to know the chemical makeup of it, which it's awesome. That's a
to
great
any other
ability.
person, that would suck.
Yeah,
Because to know the chemical makeup of
of so
something,
much is.
to make like any sort of
Mhm.
complicated anything is really hard.
Get
But
ready
she's
for me to
really
make
smart.
everything out of mercury because that's all I know. But
You are the
she's
perfect
arguably
poisonous thermostat.
she's arguably the smartest person in the
Yes,
entire class too.
yes, easily, I think.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, she's made some really impressive stuff, and her power is insane because,
Yeah.
as far as we know, it doesn't have really any
The downsides to it is her not having enough
lipid.
lipids
Yeah,
to create something new.
that's true. So like we've seen that happen,
Hmm.
but like for the most part, she doesn't really ever
Show much weakness.
Yeah, she just kind of like makes her stuff, and then it's like, boom, I've made a cannon. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, okay.
Here's a giant rubber blanket.
Yeah. So it's an insane power, but it doesn't get the like love that I
It
think it deserves.
it deserves a lot more than it should get.
I would want to put her in good because
I
she's
feel like she
smart, she's a
easily
likable
deserves
character,
good. She easily deserves good.
and it's a very good power. So
Hmm.
if she would get used more,
She could easily go to Just Leg.
she could be just like, but
Hmm.
meh. Okay.
It's like with Bakugo, if he shows
If his
better
character was just a little
personality,
bit better, he'd
easily.
easily be at the top. Wow, my computer feels like it's on fire right now for some reason. Um,
The
now we have
waifu.
best girl of
Hmm.
the anime, Ochako Uraraka, who has weird fingertips. And that's and it's true because if you look in the show, she does have weird looking little fingertip
Hold on a
things.
second.
They're like they've got like little bumps on them.
Hold on a
Just
second.
look up
Explain her power. I'm looking this up.
Uraraka fingertips. Okay, so whatever she touches, she can make weightless. So she can like touch a car or something, and then it goes woo, but she has
Mhm.
to hold like a pose and like
With her
control it.
fingers.
And then when she goes release, then it drops. So she can make herself weightless. She can make other things weightless. But when she makes herself weightless,
She
then
gets nauseous.
it gives her like vertigo and she gets nauseous and sick. So she's gotten better at it. So now she can use it and like not get sick for the most part. But it's really
What do
cool
you
because you
mean
can
that
make
she has like weird fingertips? Like she has
like if
like
you look if you she has like bumps on them.
those are her fingernails though.
No, 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 no.
It's her
No,
finger.
not no, it's on the inside. You gotta look at
Oh,
the
okay.
like open palm. She's
Hi,
got
open
weird.
your hands.
Oh god. But it's a really cool power. We thought it was kind of lame that she just kind of made stuff float, but she has shown that she can make like anything weightless.
There's so much fan art.
Yeah, yeah. If you look up any of these female characters, you're in for a wild ride. Um, but she almost beat Bakugo, who is arguably one of the strongest.
Hmm.
Well, not even arguably one of the strongest characters in the show.
Okay, I see what you mean now.
Um, yeah, see, she's got little bumps on them.
Hmm.
Um, she's a good fighter. She learned how to do martial arts and stuff. Very
Hmm.
likable character. Um, I'd put her in good.
I would put her in good too.
She's just overall good.
Yeah, she's best girl.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And now we have Re. I just want to make sure I'm saying this. Rikido Sato,
Hmm.
who has massive lips.
Yes, he does. Oh.
Look at those lips. Uh, um, his power, similar to my own, is the more sugar he ingests, the
The
stronger
stronger he
he is.
gets.
Yes, but he also becomes stupider.
He
So
becomes stupid strong and then stupid brains.
yes, like his muscles grow and his brain decreases. Basically,
Hmm.
he kind of turns into the Hulk, fueled by sugar.
Yeah. Which
I I'm
his training,
thinking
his training is him just eating cake.
it's literally eating cake while working out,
Hmm.
which like it's like a average Tuesday for me. Honestly, I relate to him quite a bit.
I do neither of those things.
um, he's really average,
Hmm.
I'd say. His strength has never been anything too impressive.
No,
Like he's very clearly super strong when we've seen him use his power, but like not stronger than Midoriya,
no,
not even stronger than like Kirishima.
yeah.
Like
He's he hasn't really
we haven't
displayed how
seen,
strong he
yeah,
is,
like the
or
extent of
he's
his
just not
power.
very strong.
Yeah, like he's stronger than the average person. He
Hmm.
can bust through a stone wall, but like so can a bunch of other characters.
Mm-hmm.
And his downside is he can't do that anytime. He has to be eating.
He has to have eaten
Sugar.
sugar, and it only lasts for a certain number, like certain time too.
Yeah, that's true. And then he gets dumb also. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like he's really. I feel like he has more setbacks than positives.
Mm-hmm. Here's a positive though. Doesn't have diabetes.
That's true. He may or may not have the immunity to diabetes. We don't know. If that's true, maybe that would bump him up. But I'm thinking he's either recyclable or Joe.
I'm thinking recyclable. He doesn't have
He's,
anything super
he just
impressive.
has too many setbacks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, we still have time actually. We can add on another one or two.
Let's see if we can just bust this out
All
in the
right,
last
let's
one.
commit.
All right. So we have Shoto Todoroki.
Yes, half
His
fire,
is
half ice.
yes, half of his body can produce fire, half of his body can produce ice. We've seen him
Not at the
use it
same time.
like insane ways. He's unreasonably powerful. Most OP,
Way
well,
too
one of the
OP.
most OP characters. I think
Way too
he's
OP.
easily just like.
Easily trash. Nah, just like no, like
He's crazy
powers
powerful.
alone.
His character's cool. He's had a lot of development. He kind of sucked in the beginning. He was
Mm-hmm.
just the quiet, edgy character, but we've
And
seen
he
him
has a
kind of.
scar like Zuko.
He does have a scar like he's basically Zuko, but
Mm-hmm.
with ice powers as well as fire bending.
He is what happens when the people that liked Katara and Zuko got their way.
he is he is their child. But yeah, he's just it's not even really debatable. He's up there.
Yeah, although his hair is white, so maybe Zuko dated the moon.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, he's the fastest, just like.
Yeah, it's just it.
He
There's
doesn't
no
even like his only weakness is the fact that he can't use both sides at once.
yeah. It's like even his original weakness where he only used ice, and if he used it too much, he would get cold.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter anymore because then he just turns on his fire and it doesn't.
Yeah,
It's fine.
he's already
So
overcome it.
he's got like no weaknesses now. Tenya Ida, the class rep of
Class
1A,
rep
he has engines in his calves.
calves, yeah, and his calves are thick.
He's got some thick calves. He's got calf goals
Mm-hmm.
right there.
And his weakness is they can stall out.
It's just
Which is
like any
pretty
other
funny.
engine. It's really funny. If he goes too fast, they just cut out, and then for some reason his legs don't work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because who knows how his anatomy works.
Now they've done this a couple times, and something I like about him using his quirk a lot is he will stand on a tightrope and then just blast out of the
He'll
engine.
T-pose
Yeah.
and just...
Which I mean, power wise, it doesn't really show off anything super like crazy about it. But the
No, but it's
meme
just
behind it,
it's a fun thing.
it's
He's a
pretty
great,
memey.
he's a very funny character
Mm-hmm.
without like trying to be comedic. He's just like he's so serious and he makes these odd motions and he's just really funny.
And he's like teacher's pet, but not the super snitchy type of teacher's pet.
He's
Like,
not the recess kind
yeah,
of
he's not
thing.
Russell.
He's like
Is his name Russell? Randall
Randall. It was
from the
Randall.
recess. Yeah, where would you put
I
him?
would put him. I kind of want to put him all right or
Yeah,
good.
I was gonna say, I feel like he deserves to be an all right because, there
Nope.
was the arc that he tried to avenge his brother for almost being
Yeah,
murdered, and he's like, I'm gonna go fight a serial killer who's known to kill heroes.
and then he almost died,
And he almost died.
and he was being pretty dumb,
Yeah.
but he got better. He got better,
He did get better.
and also his power is just super speed, which is like good. He's definitely used it well, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's any better than like some of the other powers above him.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who's next?
I don't know. I can't see her.
It's John Cena.
Toru Hagakure with the ability to always be invisible and not ever be visible.
Visible.
Yeah.
How terrifying must that be when she's
To be a
5 years
parent.
old. And she just disappears one day.
Yep. Yep. It's just
Her
like,
her hero costume is a pair of gloves and a pair of boots.
yeah, because I mean,
You just
what
see
else are you
right through
gonna do?
her. I
Yeah.
will say, an improved aspect is she's like learning how to
Yes.
refract light and
Yes.
blind people, which is
Yes.
pretty intense.
He's like a human flashbang.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Oh,
Flash. Ah,
yeah.
because clothes. Anyways. Yeah, so like her power we're learning is more about like light,
Mm-hmm.
the controlling light.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why like you can't see her, but then she
Yeah.
can make these sparkle things.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Jubilee from the X-Men,
Yeah.
but with invisibility added on. I want to put her in Joe.
Yeah. She hasn't much time to like really shine, you know?
Like invisibility is a strong power.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she's a likable character. She's funny. And I think she's just improving more and more
Mm-hmm.
as the show
The
goes.
more
I
they
think
show
she's
her
dope.
off, the better
Yeah.
she is.
So now we have
Best girl number two.
debatable best girl. Yeah, for you know
Mm-hmm.
we have Suyu Asui or just Sue.
Mm-hmm.
And what does she do?
Her ability's frog.
Her ability is frog.
She
She
has
is
the
a
same
frog person.
abilities as frogs.
Yep.
She can swim well. She can walk up flat surfaces. She has a long tongue. She can throw up her stomach. Which, what else do you need?
I wonder if she can breathe through her skin.
I don't know if they ever go over that. I will say a
Mm,
downside to her is she can be frozen and will slow
yes.
down. So
Yes,
cold
true.
weather is not her forte.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Also, she's
mm-hmm.
like the
Oh, there goes
super
my
sweet
Discord.
character. Is it going to be just
I'll be
me
back.
again?
I'll be back.
Calum, can you hear me?
Yes.
Now we wait.
And it's like nothing ever happens. I don't know why this keeps
I was just
happening.
like this.
So frog person, Froppy.
Frog. Yeah.
All the
Froppy.
powers of a frog. It's pretty useful.
They're,
Surprisingly useful.
they've made it really useful in the series so far.
Now, but would you put it in good or just like?
I'm leaning towards just like A, because I love frogs. B,
Yeah, a little bias there, but I
yeah.
mean, come on,
B, the
frogs are
fact
cool.
that they, for a like a challenge they had for like a training exercise with teachers, she hid the key that she was supposed to protect or something like that in
In
her
her stomach.
stomach and threw it up later. I feel
Yeah.
like it, the fact that they did that makes her into the just like where they actually made that useful.
Oh, people are gonna be pissed.
All right,
So
last one.
let's end it on a pretty irrelevant character.
Mm-hmm.
We have Yuga Aoyama.
Mm-hmm.
I never know their first names. I know
Yeah.
their last names. He has a belly button laser
Mm-hmm.
that makes his stomach upset.
Yes.
And the way they explained it is that like it's actually his laser would constantly leak out of his stomach.
Without his like belt.
Yeah, like he has a belt that allows him to shoot it whenever he
Kind of
wants,
like
and if he uses
cyborg
it too much,
glasses. Not
yeah,
cyborg,
or
Cyclops.
Cyclops, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it was like to a point where like he would be really sick,
Mm-hmm.
like he was a very sick child.
And he couldn't
Um,
handle his quirk.
yeah, so it was like it was an interesting background story because it was like, oh, he actually like his power was more of a who knows? It's 1 in the morning. I don't know words. It was bad.
Yeah.
Um, but he made it into a good. because now he has a suit, and with his suit, other than his belt that just goes blah, where he's belly button Cyclops, his suit also has other patches on him where he
Which,
can shoot it out of other parts of his body.
yeah,
I don't know how it works. Don't ask me. But he can like shoot it out his shoulders or his kneecaps or like why not just his
I think
hands to
his
be like
hands.
Iron Man?
Hmm.
But he can. But like I said, if he uses it too much, he gets sick. So,
Yeah, I'm
um,
I'm kind of leaning towards recyclable with him.
yeah, he had a really funny moment near the end of the latest season.
Oh, wasn't it when he was creeping on Midoriya?
With the cheese.
Jeez, yeah.
That
So this
was
guy creeps
hilarious.
out of the main character's bedroom window and leaves a note in cheese that says, "I
Cheese.
know your secret."
I mean,
Which,
just look at his face. That's a guy who knows things. That's a guy who's seen some things.
which everyone's like thinking, "Oh, it's the big secret of how Midoriya got his powers." Nope. He's like,
No, he's just
"Your
like,
body
hey,
can't control your power. I know exactly what that's like."
yeah. So his character's pretty good. His power kind of sucks.
All
Could be
right.
good, but it sucks, and that's it.
All right,
Now,
Calum, do you want to read it off from the bottom, and then we'll go pick our official favorite?
yes. So our final rankings: we have in trash Minoru Mineta and Masahiro Ojiro because they suck. Recyclables: we have Aoyama, Sato, and Koda. For average Joes, we have Sero and Hagakure. For Arit, we have Ida, Midoriya, Jiro, Shoji, and Ashido. Then for good, we have Yayarozu, Kaminari, Bakugo, and Uraraka. And finally, for just like, we have Kirishima, Tokoyami, Todoroki, and Sue. So from the just like, from
All
those
right,
four,
from those four, we have to pick
who
one.
is the best?
All right, how about this? I'll count down from three, and then we
Okay.
name who we
Our
think
choice.
deserves to be it.
Agreed.
And we'll try and debate it out.
All right.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Three, two. Held up three fingers twice. Three,
What do you
two,
miss?
one. Tokuyami.
Kirishima.
All right.
I was really hoping we would say the same thing.
I was thinking about Kirishima actually.
Okay,
So
so why Tokoyami?
I feel like with Dark Shadow, especially the fact that he can wear it over him and borderline
Man.
become an, he might be able to like, what is it? Susanoo from Naruto
Yeah. Yeah.
at night.
Yeah,
That
basically is that
was, I was like using
because I
that
don't know. I don't know what can break it, you know?
besides light, really
Like what
nothing.
like can you like stab it? Does
No,
that do
it just goes
anything?
right into it. Yeah.
Ah,
So that, along with the fact that Dark Shadow has some pretty witty banter too. You can't
he
forget
does.
that.
He does. That's true. I so Tokoyami's obviously very strong.
Hmm.
And somebody's probably upset neither of us said Todoroki, but whatever.
We made one person upset at least.
He's he's good, but whatever. Kirishima, the difference I think with Tokoyami is where they're currently at.
Hmm.
So Tokoyami has the
Okay.
ability to be one of the strongest of them all, and he already kind of is.
Hmm.
But he can't control that yet. It
That's
was really
true.
useful in the forest, but it was only because they like out schemed him.
Yeah.
You know, they out schemed the shadow. But
Out scheming your
Kirishima,
shadow.
exactly. Kirishima, he just used his pure training, his strength and endurance,
Yeah.
and other words that make him sound good.
It was. I won't deny in the beginning of season four when he was really showing off. That was him doing it himself, not him having something like Dark Shadow do it
Yeah,
for him.
like his power wasn't that strong. It wasn't like
Hmm.
OP. Like Togeyami's power has always been like solid, and it's only gotten better. But
Yeah.
Kirishima sucked. and has now become
He's vastly improved.
Yeah. So that's my vote for Kirishima. But I do understand that Tokoyami easily in his night mode could destroy like anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Any other character on this list, I think
Easily.
Tokoyami would have like a pretty easy time bodying
Mm-hmm.
people. Except maybe Hagakure.
Yeah.
Hagakure might be super effective against him.
It's true. Or belly button laser of Aoyama.
Oh my
How
god.
much light does
All
that
right,
produce?
they're both okay. So Hagakure or Aoyama, who actually is number one? Because these other guys forget it. They're secretly the number one.
It's actually Saro.
Oh,
Damn.
I knew it. Tape. Should we do a coin flip?
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards Kirishima because I was thinking about saying him before I thought about like the mech version, and he
That's true.
definitely does have a very good arc in the first half of the season.
I think if Tokoyami had control over his night
He would
mode,
be better. Yeah,
easily number one. But I think
I
purely
think
because Kirishima
he improves on his
made
own.
himself, he brought himself up to
All
that
right,
point.
put him up there. Make him number one.
To it,
All
Kirishima
right,
fanboy.
Kirishima for life.
We did it. We made a tier.
We made a
It
tier list.
only took
Kirishima.
3 episodes.
Yep,
Woo.
Kirishima is the number one of
Number one,
for
CastPod.
CastPod. So if you
So,
wanna, what?
no, what you said.
I was gonna start closing this ish.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to do the
Oh,
same thing.
you.
Yeah, But go on, close this out then.
All right. So Kirishima is the official CastPod ranks for the first part or first series, I guess, that we're doing of it. Out of all the My Hero Academia characters, Kirishima is the one we chose to represent us. You put him down. that's for Harper in the
Fine.
podcast. I mean, what?
Fine.
And if you haven't seen the first two parts, why did you watch the third part?
This is probably really confusing for you.
Yeah, you're probably a little lost on why we rank some of the, especially the more important characters, where they are.
Yeah, we definitely picked a weird order for this, but whatever.
Yep.
Let us know what you think of our tier.
Yep.
If you have some
If you
other
have any
opinions,
questions, comments, concerns about our sanity for choosing the way we did,
please tweet us at Heartburn the Podcast and let us know your opinions.
Any hate mail that we can get goes, if you do not like anything we did, Heartburn the Podcast on Twitter.
That's right.
If you like what we did, check us out at CastPod Twitter. Or if you have ideas for other tier lists that we should make, we have 2 more currently planned.
Exactly that. We have other tiers that we're going to make, but if you have ideas of what you want to see us make, let us know. It's mostly going to be stuff that like we personally know.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do like, I don't know, the stereotypical like fast food restaurants and like.
Yeah. No, we're not. We are unable to do anything food related because of how picky Calum is.
Yeah, I suck. So
we're just gonna rule that out right away.
I mean, we did some fun tiers in our free time.
Yes, we did, and I want to bring a couple of those back.
I think we should because I heavily disagree with a lot of them. So strongly disagree, but that's okay. That'll be for a future episode.
That'll be for future ones. Yep.
Thank you so much for watching.
Comment, subscribe, like. Look at Calum's living, or I guess family office thing. Look at the wall in my apartment. All right, till next time.